what you should do is you have to log in with the root account because you don't have IAM account. And then once you log into the root account, I'll tell you how to create an IAM account. Then you come back and then log in as root account, log in as IAM account. Okay. Makes sense? So as I want to show you this, right? I'll be logging as an IAM user. Okay. So do you remember yesterday we was talking about this 12-digit account number, right? So 12-digit account number. So do I now for that reason I have the account alias that I have already created before. I'll tell you how to do that. So that is this. This is my account alias, and this is my IAM username, and this is the password. Okay, everyone understood? So how you should be logging it for the first time? With what account? Correct. Okay. So as I have IAM account already, I'm logging with the IAM account. Okay. I'll show you how to create an IAM account. Okay. So guys, do you see this? You have to log in as a root account, but I'm logging as IAM. So I'm clicking on sign in. So do you see this? It is asking for the MFA code. So that meaning my IAM account has MFA enabled, correct? So I'm opening my phone and I'm opening my Google Authenticator and I'm just putting this code, which is valid only for 10. Okay. So guys, this is the AWS console. So let's have a small tour on this console. Okay. On the left side on top, this is AWS homepage. So wherever you go, anywhere in the AWS, if you click on this, this is called console homepage. You will come to the homepage. And then services, if you click on this, you will see all the list of the services over here. Okay. If you go to for analytics related. If you go for compute related. If you go for database related. If you go for containers, that meaning your microservices, you will get it here. So for each and everything you have, if you go for storage, you'll see the storage. So for each and everything, you have the services here. So it's very hard sometimes to go and find out which service that you want to go. For that reason, you have the search box here. For example, if you want to go for, let's say, which service that we need to go and learn to do the practicals today? IAM. So you just click on, you just type IAM. So do you see this? The first service is IAM here, right? And then it will just display related to this. Okay. So this is the search box where you can go and search for any kind of service. If you search for EC2, you will get EC2. If you search for RDS, you'll get for RDS. You search for EFS, you'll get EFS. So whatnot, everything you'll get it. Okay. And then coming to the right side, this is called Cloud Shell. This is not used now. This is mostly like your AWS CLI. Let's talk about this later. And then here you have this Ganta symbol, like, this bell icon. So this bell icon is basically used for notification purpose, guys. Notification meaning if AWS want to send you some notifications on any kind of maintenance activity and kind of things that they want to inform you, so they will be sending you here. So if you get a notification here, you will get the blue dot symbol or some notifications, so that so how you have unread emails in your mails, you will see the dot, right? The same way you see the dot here if something is there. Any open issues from AWS, any schedule changes that they are doing on your account, everything you'll see it here from the notification. And this question mark is support. So which support that you guys have selected, guys? Basic. So if you click on open support, so if you have any questions with AWS, if you want to ask anything to AWS, so in the basic support, guys, this is my account number. Okay. So this is my account number and basic. My plan support plan is basic. So in basic, you don't have any support. Technically, you don't have any support because that's a basic support. It's a free. If you have any questions related to your account or billing or some general queries, you can ask them. Right? You cannot ask any technical queries. Let's say, for example, you see this. Click on create case. Do you see this here? Technical. If you click on technical, the technical support is unavailable. But if it is related to your account billing, anything related to academy, anything related to account, anything related to billing, anything related to your free tier. So guys, you can just go ahead and then select this. You put the question, click on next, and then add your details and then create a case with them. Got it? Wise. Are you sure that you want to clear the current bed attention? Okay. That is somehow why it is not coming back. So these are all UI issues, huh? Correct? If I click on cancel, I'm expected to go back to the home page of my support case, right? Not create case. See? Okay. Anyways, click on this. So do you all understood, guys? So if at all you want to create a ticket with AWS, so you just need to go ahead and then create a case here. Okay. Just in case if you don't listen me or few sugar patients, if they do that and this in AWS, they are doing creating which is not supposed to create, and you get a bill, right? And you want to talk to AWS on this, create a case. Okay. So this is on the support. That's what I'm saying, Siraj bhai. By default, it is basic, right? I want all of you guys to be on basics only. Why you want to go to business or enterprise? Don't do this now. When you are learning, it has to be only the basic, which is free for you. Okay. In your companies, it might be a developer plan or enterprise plan or business plan. Okay. That is on the support. And these are the regions what we have. These are all the regions what we have. Okay. So which is the region that we should be using it for any kind of for which is the region? So Mumbai. So here we can go ahead and then click on select Mumbai. So make sure that guys, those who are in India, so make sure that you select Mumbai, or if you want to, so we have the Hyderabad also. So there are 9 regions that are not enabled for this account. So click on manage regions. So I have never tested Mumbai, but in Mumbai as it is a new one. So okay. So guys, for this, we need to go and log in as a root account. So because I told you, no, does the IAM account have billing permissions, access to the billing information, even though I'm an admin? No. So doesn't matter if we are in Mumbai also, that's fine. So because in Mumbai we have all services enabled. Maybe in Hyderabad that as it is new one, so there might be few services that might not enable. So make sure those who are in India select Mumbai. Those who are in US, you select whichever the region that it is near for you. If you're in East, go with the Virginia or Ohio, or if you're in West, go with the California or Oregon. Okay. And those who are in Singapore, select this Canada, select here, or London, go ahead and then select whichever is nearer for you. Just go and select that region. And coming to here, this is your IAM user section. So this is an account ID. You can see it over here also. So with what account you have logged in? I have logged in with the user IAM user called Ria. Okay. And all this your account information, billing information. If you want to change your credentials, all these things, you will see it here. But hey, do you see the switch role concept here? Remember yesterday we discussed on this. So if you want to switch that role, you can switch the role like this if you know the information, but we'll do. Okay. So whenever you logged in and you can find out if it is a root account, it will be a root account. If it will be a IAM account, it will be IAM user like here. Okay, Chiti. And the bottom ones are all recently visited. These are all widgets for you. Okay. So you can add widgets. I don't think so. It isn't that much useful. So here all recently visited. If you are going for IAM, and IAM will be listed here. If you are going for all these things, all recently visited services will be listed here. Right? No issues. Ignore. Okay, na, guys. So ignore all these things. These are all the widgets. So what we're gonna do is we'll go to the each and every IAM, each and every service, and then we'll be learning it. So you will not be spending any time over here. It's just like your easy access purpose. This console. Okay. So let's go to IAM. Let's go to IAM. So click on IAM. Did you guys heard what I'm screaming since yesterday, Avinash? Hmm? Close your browsers, everyone. I'm saying you. Close your browsers. Just I want only the Zoom should be open. The rest everything should be closed. Don't do parallel things, please. It's not good for your health. Okay. Listen this. Otherwise, you'll get confused. You'll get more questions. Okay. So, guys, this is the this is the IAM console. Remember, for each and every service, there will be a console. Okay. There will be a console landing page. Okay. So, guys, do you see this? We have already learned many things over here. Have you learned about groups? Yes or no? Are you there? Are you with me, guys? Be very interactive. Okay. So we have learned groups, we have learned users, we have learned roles, we have learned policies, we have learned identity providers. We know what is MFA. See, everything we know now. The only thing is you need to go and how to click, where to click. That's it. You have to understand. You have to know now. Rest everything you know. See how good feel you have that you know everything here. You know here, guys. Even though you are not here before, right? So now the first thing what we're gonna do is, guys, see here. So I have logged in as a root. I have logged in as an IAM account, correct? And then we have this. Do you see this account ID? This is my account ID. Is it possible to remember your account IDs like this while logging in? No. So what we need to do is first we need to set up this alias account, correct? Account alias. So I have already logged in as a Ria Cloud. Remember when I was logging in, I have logged in as a Ria Cloud because I have created out here. So what I do, I'll delete this and this will be like this for you. Account alias, there is no account alias for you here. And this will be the number that you need to provide. Should we create an account alias for, should we create, how to create account alias? Do you see this? Click on create and then give some name. So I'm just using my same name. So don't use your just names because that will not work. Because do you see this URL? This is this URL is called IAM user sign in link. Write down IAM user sign in link. I want the full thing to be written. That's how you should call IAM user sign in link. IAM user sign in link. So, guys, now this is my account. I'm the owner of this account. So, I am creating IAM users inside this. So, this IAM user has to log in to my account only, no? Yes or no? Guys, make sense? Do you see this? This is my AWS account, right? So, I'm creating IAM users here. How all these people outside know how to log into my account? How to identify my account? So I will be giving them this IAM user sign in link. So using that sign in link, they will be logging into my account. And this is the account. Do you see this in URL? https://ria cloud. This is the identification. This is nothing but my account ID only, no? But I am putting it as alias. And this is common, signin.aws.amazon.com/console. So based on the alias name that you have given here, that will be your sign-in link. And you tell me, as this is the URL that will be working internet, is it possible to have the same names, same URLs, multiple URLs? So that's it, then this should be unique. So for that reason, mostly it doesn't allow names. For that, for because of that, I have put some tail like cloud, or you give some unique name. Okay, and I click on save changes. Do you see this here? Now the account ID has replaced with my account alias, and this is my IAM user sign-in link. So you need to give this URL to all your IAM users in order to log into your account. Is this clear how to set up alias for your accounts? Just a second, right? Someone is banging the door. Yes. Sorry for that. Right. So guys, so you all understood now how to set up your account alias? Okay, good. So do you see this here? Security recommendations, everything is green. So I have my MFA for my root account. I have a MFA for my IAM user, and I don't have unnecessary keys with me. Right. So make sure that every account, your account should also have all greens. That meaning your account is safe. Okay. So that is the first thing. And now, are you ready now to go ahead and then create an IAM user? How to create an IAM user? And here resources, there are no groups. I have only one user is there, 48 roles are there, 72 policies are there, and I don't have any identity providers. And by the way, IAM is global or regional? IAM is global. So do you see on the top? So as this is global, there is no way that you can select any region. So it is global, right? So on the left side, you see users. Click on users. And do you see this case here? I have the IAM user created. With that user only, no, I have logged in IAM user. So this is the user that I have already got created. So you also guys should have your own IAM user, no, created in your account. Yes or no? Yes. So should we go ahead and create an so here you have the username and you have IAM groups, when the last activity, when this person has logged in, and MFA is there or not, password age. So actually you should create the password. I mean, you should change the password, but I'm not changing, I have not changed the passwords in 1,500 days almost. Okay. Now, do you see this on the top? Add users. Let's go ahead and then click on add user. I'm repeating this again. With what account that you need to log in first? In what account you need to change your alias? Root account. Babu, without having IAM user, how do you log in with the right? First, first you need to log in with the root account. I have the step, but you guys are jumping. That's the only thing. I have the steps for you. Okay. So I'm repeating again. You log in with the root account only because you don't have IAM user, correct? You log in with the root account and do the alias change. Okay. And then you need to create an IAM user under the root account only. Once your IAM user is created, then you sign out and log in with the IAM user. Simple. Is that clear on that part? Okay. So now let's go ahead and click on add user. So guys, this is how you need to create the IAM user. Click on add user. And do you see this here? There are 5 steps to complete your IAM users. So you need to give the IAM user. This should be your own name only, no, guys. You are creating your own IAM user, correct? So you should give your own name, correct? So now for now, which is the you? Okay, I'll give some name. Let's say Sai. Okay, let's say Sai. Okay, I'm creating a new. So guys, you can create multiple users also at the same time. See? So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many users at the same time you can create? 10. Write it down in your book. So you can create 10 IAM user at the same time. So I'm going and creating a user called Sai here. Okay. Do you remember we discussed about there are two types of access to AWS. What are those? Console and programmatical, correct? Console access and programmatical access, correct? So, so this is the console access and this is the programmatical access. Now tell me guys, whenever you are logging in with, whenever any user basically coming into the AWS console, so, and okay, let's say for example, in your company, in your team itself, you are setting up an IAM account to one person. So which type of access that it is preferable to give him? Console access only, no? Right? So programmable access, he might be asking later, right? The first thing he need to have the console access. But if he knows already how to handle it, yes, no problem, give both. But it's purely depend upon the requirement, correct? So here password AWS manage. So this, if you want to select this, you can go ahead, give only the console access. If you want to give only programmatic access, yes, go ahead. So your access key and secret key will be generated for you. And this will be used all in your CLI, SDKs, developer tools, all your APIs and all, you can use it. But for now, what you want, because you are creating your own account. So what type of access that you need? Console access. Okay. So I'm going and selecting console access. Guys, later also you can generate keys. Don't worry, okay? So for now, just go with the console access. Now console password, the username is Sai here and we need to give the password, no? So guys, password here, you can do this auto-generated password. If you select this auto-generated password, you will get that yoga style password, right? So auto-generated, that creepy yoga style, 1 ampersand, one hash, one that, one all breakdances password, you will get it. So you can, that is auto-generated. But if you want to have your own custom password, like your favorite passwords, like me and my John at the rate 143, me and my dash at the rate 143, I love at the rate that. So you have your common passwords which can be easily hacked. So you can just go ahead and then put your password if required. Okay, otherwise go for the yoga style password. Okay. So, and next thing here is required password reset. So, Chitti, you tell me you are setting up a IAM user. Now you are setting up by your own. You will be creating IAM users for others also, no? So let's say, for example, you are the admin and you are creating an IAM user for some people, for some person. So is it good that you know the password of Sai? No. So initially you will give the password to him, and whenever he is logging into this console, he will be forced to change the password in this next signing. So he should reset his password. So if you select this, he will be forced to reset his password. Okay. As you are creating your own IAM user, do I need to check this or uncheck? Understood now? Uncheck this. When you're creating for others, you check this. When you're creating by yourself, no need, because you only know the password. No, why to change? Why to change? Is this clear on this part? On this step number 1? Okay, now I click on next, permissions. So the next is permissions. Guys, here we have 3 things here. So add users to the group. Do we have any groups that we have created already? No. Do you have any existing users that I can copy the permissions? No. So attach existing policies directly. Select the last one. Attach existing policies directly. So as you are creating your own IAM user, so what kind of permissions that you want to give by yourself? You should be admin, correct? So do you see the first thing itself here is admin. So guys, do you remember we discussed about the policies, correct? So the orange color, whatever you see here, all these things, if you see orange things, these are all what kind of policies? Managed policies, which is completely managed by AWS. So if you don't see anything, and all these are all called customer managed policies, that meaning inline policies. Understood? So these are all the policies, guys. If you expand, you'll see the policy which is in JSON. I'll come to that policies also, don't worry. Okay. So is it possible to select multiple policies for user? We have learned, because these are all checkboxes. But if I select administrator access, does it make any sense to select some other policies? No, because you are the admin. Right? If you want to give specifically to EC2, just go and type EC2 full permissions. You got this. So whichever the permissions that you need, right, you can go and select it. And here you have filter policies. So you can filter this policy, because how many are there? 872 policies are there. But if you want to search your policies, you can search it. Otherwise, you can filter it using only inline policies, only managed policies, and you can filter using job function also. If you filter using job functions, you have admin, billing, database administrator, data scientist, network administrator, power user, security. So based on the jobs also, you can give the permissions, because if it is billing, he will be handling only the billing section, only in this portal, AWS portal, I mean billing related things. If he's a database administrator, he will be handling all the databases related things. So CloudWatch, he can create alarms, right? And then EC2, he can do it. IAM, he can do something. In Lambda, he can do logs, he can put it, right? Redshift, he can use. RDS, he can use. See, S3 can create buckets. So guys, whatever is you can just keep on writing. If you know the parameters, you can keep on comma and then put enter and then keep on doing it. But I'll show you later on the policies. But these are all like based on job functions, you can select it. But for now, we'll go with the administrator access. Is it clear? So if you come all the way bottom down, set boundary permissions. This is generally, this is an advanced feature. You can ignore this, right? Set a boundary permissions to control maximum permissions this user can have. So this is an advanced feature used to delegate permissions management to others. Okay. So guys, you can create the users without any boundary permissions, but if you want to create with the boundaries, so you can select that what kind of permissions that you need. But this is an advanced feature. 99% people don't use it. What, Babu? So if I want to answer all your questions, I can answer it, Babu. I can answer it, Morley. But if you're asking what is customer managed policy that we have learned already many times, if you're asking me to repeat it, it's I can do it, but others, it's not good. Guys, one thing here, put it in your brain. Whatever I teach, just listen that. Everything I will do that later. Why you are more worried? Right? I'll do. Leave it on me. No. Hmm? So I'll take one by one, right? I cannot mess you up with all these things in one shot. Okay, I'll do it. Let's do one by one. Whatever, when you're eating biryani, eat biryani. Don't eat noodles. Okay. Okay. So I'll come to that. So here, so is this clear, guys? On this step number 2, everyone? The yellow ones are all managed policies. The rest of the things which we don't have yellow mark, that AWS dice symbol, that is managed policies. I mean, our customer managed policies in line. So I'll click on next. So next is here tags. Do you remember what is tag? Tags are key value pair. Correct. So here I can give, this is Sai, no? So name Sai. So how many tags we can create per resource? 50, correct? So here team, his admin, right? So you can keep on it just for identification purpose, guys. So you can give email IDs for descriptions, what job, what phone number, which organizations you can track. So it is basically for identification and tracking purpose. But remember, I told you this is optional. So if you want to put it, put it. Otherwise, no. And click on next. Review, we don't have habit of reviewing, right? So, but it's always good to have a review. This is a username and which type of access that we have given. We have given only console access, yoga style password that auto-generated. Boundaries are not set for him. And the managed policy we have given administrator access. And these are tags. And click on create user. Guys, so once you click on create user and Sai user has been created, and if you click on show, that is the yoga style password. That random auto-generated password. And what is this URL? You have to clearly say that. Don't use your own things. IAM user sign in link. What is that? Yes. Call it. No, that's why I ask you to write down IAM user sign in link. Because why I'm getting pressuring on these things, because these wordings you should get habituated. So don't call it as linker, loginer. Don't call it as this link I give users, don't do that. So clearly professionally say this is IAM user sign-in link, where this link should be provided to the IAM users to log into your account. Okay. So so now I need to send an email to Sai saying that in your company, hey Sai, congratulations, your AWS account has been created, and this is the sign-in link that you should be logging in, and this is the username called Sai, and this is the password, and then send an email to him. Okay, now do you all understood? And you click on close. So do you all understood how to create an IAM user now? Okay. Very good. So now you know how to create an IAM user. Okay, good. So now, guys, let's click on. So this, he's not, did we created any IAM groups? No. So we just created his, he has never logged in. So MFA, did we set up any MFA for him? No, nothing. Do you have any keys for him? No. So now what we do, let's click on this Sai and we'll go inside him. Okay. So let's click on Sai. Let's click on Sai. Here, click on it. So when you click on it, we'll go detailed for the particular user. So there is one thing, guys. There is a concept called ARN. Write down Amazon Resource Name. Write down. This is a certification question. Write down your book. ARN, Amazon Resource Name. Remember, in your certification, they will confuse you saying it's Amazon Resource Number, not number, name only. If you want to remember that, let's say for example, you are in the shopping mall. You see your some girl, okay, and then will you go and directly ask number? Will she give? No, fadak, right? So with a lot of trials, if you try it, she will tell her name. So remember, number fatak, no number, only name. So that's how you remember. It's Amazon Resource Name, no number. Because that one question wrong also, if you put it, it will be a loss for you. It's Amazon, because many times many people have put this wrong answer. So it's Amazon Resource Name. So what is this ARN? Guys, ARN is used basically to identify. So basically, let's say for example, Sai. Guys, how do I identify Sai as an IAM user? Right? Let's say I'm writing some policy, IAM policy. How do I identify Sai? If I write SAI Sai, will it get identified by this by any kind of resource? No. If I want to identify Sai, I will be identifying using his ARN. By you saying number, Zubair bhai, अरे क्या तो भी है भाई, चिल्ला चिल्ला के बोले तो भी नंबर बोलते आप. नेम, इसीलिए पोटी का नाम लगा के बोला दिमाग में चढ़ने के लिए. Okay, so here, sorry for my that Hindi language, but yeah. So do you see this here? ARN, okay, Amazon Resource Name, right? So this is the ARN colon AWS colon IAM service, and this is my account ID user/SAI. So if I want to identify a SAI to write any kind of policies anywhere, so I should be using this ARN. So this ARN will be throughout AWS, not only for this. Okay, let's say you have created a load balancer, there will be ARN for that load balancer. So this ARN is mostly used in identifying the resources in policies. If I want to give permissions to Sai, so I'll be using this ARN and give the permissions. Okay, now? So that is ARN. And you have multiple tabs here: permissions, groups, tags, security credentials, access advisor. So if you click on first one, permissions, because this is where how you manage the permission for Sai for a particular user. Okay. So administrator access. So how do I remove permissions to this user? Click on, do you see this into symbol? Click on it, detach. Does this has any permissions now? No. So if I need to add another permissions, click on here itself, add permissions, attach existing policies. Now let's say I will give EC2. I'll give EC2. Add permissions. Do you see this? Can I give multiple things? Yes. Go ahead, add if you want. What should I tell? His Ram, yes, is putting two times. IRN number is equal to account number. Can someone answer him? I don't know where. That's why I said, please lock your door, sit properly, listen carefully, concentrate. I'm saying. I spent already 10 minutes on that name, on that topic. So, guys, here, if you want to, let's say, for example, S3, right? So, you can give S3 read only. So, S3 read only here, review, and then add permissions. So, guys, so like this, how many permissions you can give? Maximum? How many managed policies you can have? Maximum 10. Correct? So, if you want to remove, right? If you want to remove any kind of permissions, you just click on into and then detach the policies for that user. Understood? Don't worry about adding inline policies. We'll talk about inline policies later. Is it clear, understood everyone, how to manage permissions for the particular user? How to detach and attach the permissions, how to remove, give permissions? Okay. So coming to the groups. So group, what is an IAM group? Right? Collection of IAM users. So did we created any groups? No, right? On the left side, do you see this user groups? Let's go ahead and create a couple of groups here. So I click on groups and I'm creating a group. Tell me some group name. Should I create a DevOps group? Okay. So for this group, I can here this normal thing like to which user I need to assign it to. Okay, I'll assign Sai for the DevOps group that I'll be creating. Okay, for this group, what kind of permissions I should give? There will be a requirement, no? Let's say, for example, what kind of permission should I give? Let's say Route 53. Okay, so Route 53 read only access. I'll give like this. You can give multiple permissions also. So now I just go ahead and click on create group. Simple, guys. Right? Understood, guys? Do you all understand how to create a group? Good, Ram. If that is the thing that you are asking about, yes, that's an account ID only. Okay. So here, this is how you create a groups, right? So you can go inside it and you can manage. Okay. Now let's say, for example, Sai. If I go for Sai, now what kind of permissions that he'll have? He'll have now how many permissions? He'll have 3 permissions. So one is this 2, which is having direct permissions, and the permission which are inherited from the group. So you can play around with this group. You can remove the Sai from this group also if you click on into. So are you sure that you want to remove Sai from DevOps group? You can remove it from here also. Or you go to the groups and then you go inside the group and then you can remove Sai also from here, remove users, and you can add users. And for this DevOps groups, we have given Route 53 permissions, right? You can add or remove the permissions here also. I'll talk about Access Eraser soon. So this is the ARN for the group. So for each and everything, if you say group is mandatory, what should I say? Right? Shiva Shankar, Rajkumar. Let's say you have 100 IAM users, and I want I'll say, Rajkumar, go ahead and give Route 53 permissions for 100 IAM users. So what will you do? Will you go ahead and then give Route 53 to... Okay, you got it. Okay, fine. Guys, understood how to create a groups and right? How to create a group and all? Okay, good. So that's how you handle the group. So I'll go inside the SAI again, right? And this is the group section. So guys, you can create multiple IAM users and then you can play around one this. Okay, now let's say, for example, I'll create one more group. See, click on create group and I call it as developer, developer group. And I want one user can be in multiple groups. Did we learn that? Yes. Select SAI again. And then this time I'll give some RDS related thing, RDL full access. I'll give create group. See, now if I go to users and if I go to SAI, and SAI will be in two groups. Do you see the groups in brackets? You have two. So he will be in two groups. Okay. So it is based on the requirement. The user can be in multiple groups. Okay. Next thing here comes is tags. Tags, we know that we learned it, and you can edit the tags. You can add the tags if at all you want. You can do it. And very importantly, this is the place where it's very important, which is security credentials. So guys, these tabs will be same for all your IAM users. Okay, it is similar. So now coming to the security setting, security credentials, and this is the link that you have it already. What is this link again? I'm asking. Very good. That is IAM user sign in link. Okay, good. So that is so for Sai, how he will be logging to my account. This is the IAM user sign in link. Okay, and then console password. So there might be a requirement sometimes. This is a very common requirement saying that people have a tendency that they will forget the password. They lost the password or forget the password or password got expired. Correct? So, and Sai is coming to me and saying that, sir, I lost my password. I forgot my password. Can you please reset it? Reset it. Is it possible to reset? Yes. Go to Sai, go to security credentials. Do you see in this console password? Click on manage, and then you can set up this auto-generated password. So if you want to keep the existing password, keep it if it is expired. And if you want auto-generated, and if you want your own favorite passwords, put it and select as password change in the next time. This is how you change the password. And then there's also one more thing here, guys. Let's say if Sai is going for long vacation, let's say 6 months, do I need to keep this console access enabled since for 6 months? No need. If you want to block it or disable it, so same here, console pass, click out here, and then you can console access, you can disable it completely. So write down in your book or in your notepad, wherever it is it, there is a question, is it possible to disable your console access? Answer is yes. Where? In IAM user security credentials, console password, manage, and then disable it. So whenever when if you disable it, will he able to access the console AWS console with the SAI account? No. Understood? That is on the console password. Now, guys, if I need to set up a MFA, so I told you we have learned every IAM user should have MFA configured, correct? So how do I configure MFA for the IAM user? So do you see this assigned MFA device? So guys, what you need to do is download Google Authenticator on your phone. Download it from your Play Store. Download Google Authenticator now. Okay, done, right? So if you have downloaded Google Authenticator, it's very simple. So now see here, guys, everyone. Guys, see, Chiti, from where to download? On your phone, there is something called Play Store. How you download PUBG, some nasty games, from there you need to download, right? So here, assign MFA device. So click on manage. So whenever you click on manage, guys, you can set up, you need to go with virtual MFA device, which you can handle it with the authenticator app that you have just installed. So you can go with the authenticator app installed on your mobile device or your computer. So you have your security key. This is such as UB key, like, uh, right? So UB key or FIDO security keys. So there are different type of mechanism that you can go with this multi-factor authentication. And also you have other hardware MFA devices. Guys, remember, managers, those who are in this class, on the olden days, we used to have a RSA token like a pen drive. Remember? So if you want to set up those, if you need to have that hardware MFA tokens also, you can go with it. Otherwise, for easily to handle this, we can go with virtual MFA device. Yeah, token generator. So do you see this? So now I'm going and clicking on virtual MFA device. Okay, select that and I click on next, continue. Are you kidding? Isn't it a bug? Hmm? Did we assign any MFA for Sai? No. So this is how sometimes I'll go mad. It's like definitely a bug. So click on manage and then click on continue. Hey, MFA device already exists. Before you can add a virtual area, ask area to delete the existing area. It's really bad, no? It says not assign anything here, right? The first time I'm seeing this. But doesn't make any sense. We should not take this U-turn. We should try to. This entity already exists. MF85 already exists. No, Babu. Guys, I am an admin, so I can set up MFA for everyone. Okay, good that your minds are triggering to resolve this issue. But thing is, let's see, how do I troubleshoot entity already exists error? So this error because MFA was created but wasn't enabled for use with any. I mean, okay, so I don't want it to show you this CLI now because many things are required to talk. Okay, so quickly, let's try to create another IAM user and see. But this is not. So who is here next? Raj Kumar. I'll give console access. Okay. Next. So existing permissions. So I'll just try to give him some S3 read only for a. Okay. some sample thing. Next, review, and then create user. So close. So I go to Rajkumar and then security credentials, assign MFA device, and now I got it here. So there is some, I would call it as bug or bugger or whatever it is. Okay, leave it. So do you see this here? So now, same thing for your account, show QR code, click on it. So guys, open your Google, not everyone, okay, 1 or 2 persons, open this Google Authenticator and scan it. I want them to delete it again, okay? Scan it. Once you scan it, you will get MFA code. I want the 2 codes to be put it here. Tell me that code. If you have scanned, just tell me the code. 357343. Okay, next immediate code we need. Next immediate code we need. 2 consecutive codes. Five two 4355 and click on assign MFA. Guys, do you see this? Now MFA has been assigned to the IAM user. Do you all understand how to set up an MFA for this? Or did I disable it? No, I didn't. No. Okay. So guys, everyone understood how to set up an MFA? Clear? Okay. So that is on MFA here. Signing in certificate is not required because this is for your, if you want to securely access this AWS product interface, using your own specific certificates, you need to upload a signing in certificate, but this is not required now. SSS certificate that I was talking about from the application point of view, we'll see it in EC2 section, not here. You can ignore this. And then here you have keys, guys. Did I created any keys? Guys, you know one thing? Previously in AWS, guys, in AWS, it was not that much informative. So it was not there, all these things. So many of the trainers, many of the articles, many of the things, they started copying me, right? I used to write this before since years, and they started putting all these things. Did we wrote this in our paints, guys? If you lose or forget your secret, you cannot retrieve it. It was not there before. All these things they have added very newly, right? So indirectly, right? I'm helping many people. Huh? Anyways, so guys, here, so we have not created any keys for Rajkumar. Anytime we can go ahead and create the keys. Do you see this here? Click on create access key. Click on create access key. Access will be created. See, do you see this? This is how the access keys is there, and this is how the right secret keys. So guys, I told you need to copy this or download the CSV file. Download CSV file meaning your Excel sheet. It will be downloaded in the Excel sheet, right? Or you copy and put it in your notepad. And I told you that this will be visible only for the first time only this time. Once you click on close window, do you see I can see the access key, but do I see any secret key anywhere? No. That's the reason why if that is lost, is there any use of this access key if the secret key is lost? No. For that reason, what you need to do, guys, okay, how many set of keys that we can create? 2. So I can create keys again. Again, I lost it here. Now, is it possible for me to create another key? No. Do you see this? And now I don't have any keys and I lost my 2 keys. Is there any of these 2 keys having here? No. What I need to do, I need to delete this and regenerate it, correct? So how to delete it? If you want to delete it, first you need to make inactive, deactivate it, and then delete it. Copy, delete. If I delete it, see this secret key, access key, the create access key is now enabled. Again, I can create it, right? So like this, you can create n number of times, but maximum number of sets, how many sets maximum you can have? 2. Understood how to handle the secret keys, access keys and secret keys? And guys, there is a question here, certification question. Is it possible to deactivate your programmatical access? Answer is yes. How? Just make your keys inactive. If you deactivate your keys, this user Rajkumar cannot able to access the AWS using programmatically. Understood? And I'm deleting the keys. So don't create the keys unnecessarily. See how I have created and deleted. It's always better to go ahead and delete those keys like this. Don't keep it. Okay. Guys, understood? An Access Advisor, can be activated again. Access Advisor meaning for Rajkumar, what kind of permissions that we have given? S3. Yeah, correct. Thanks. Thank you, Andre. So S3 read only access, correct? So for Rajkumar, S3. So what type of access that he has? It will be showed here in Access Advisor. So he can go ahead if he has read only permissions, he can go ahead and do everything on S3 read, and also S3 object lambda, he can also read it. So what kind of permissions that he has, if you have selected this kind of managed policies, it will be showed here. And also it can easily show when he has last access that S3. So if I given some work to Rajkumar and I say Rajkumar do that work, and if he say come back saying tomorrow saying that sir I have tried a lot but I didn't it didn't work out, then I can come here and say that he has not accessed the S3 at all and he is just bluffing me. So we can catch these persons like this, or you can just see when the users has last access that services, everything you can track it from here. Did you understood everyone about permissions, groups, tags, security credentials, and access advisors? So this will be the same. And by the way, those who have scanned that MFA, please delete it. It is of no use. Please delete it. Okay, you just keep the hold it, and there will be a delete icon will be there. You just delete it. Okay, don't keep it with you. Guys, everyone understood? So will you do some practicals? So these are all the practicals that will be, see, guys. So first log into the root account. Guys, you need to do this practical. See, log into the root account, navigate to IAM service. First task is customize IAM user sign in link and bookmark it. Doable? Yes? Okay. Create your own IAM user with admin policy attached. Yes? Doable? Yes. Set up MFA for the IAM user that you have created, your own name. Doable? Yes. And then there is one small explore activity here for you. Guys, I have showed you how to set up MFA for an IAM user. Can you set up MFA for your root account? This is the exploring activity for today for you. And I'm giving you hint also. You just go on top, and here from security credentials, you can do it. Okay. And guys, now you have your own IAM users with MFA. You have your root account with MFA. Now you need to sign out from the root account and then log in with the IAM user that you have just created. From now onwards, always log in with the IAM user with that bookmark IAM user sign in link. Got this? Okay. So you will be the admin. And now, can you create a sample IAM user again called test? Yes. Can you attach and detach policies for sample IAM user test? Not your main IAM user, guys. If you remove admin permissions for your main IAM users, you cannot do anything. So create a sample user called test and play with it. Attach, detach the policies again. Okay. Can you create two groups and attach users to the group, remove users from the group, or can you play with the groups? Yes. And try to disable console to the test IAM user and try to log in with the disabled IAM user. See what happens. Okay. And reset IAM user password and try to log in the resetted password. Okay. Create keys, access keys, and secret keys for the test IAM user. Make the keys inactive, delete the keys, delete the test account. And remember, don't delete your IAM account and don't delete root account. The only delete the test account. Anyways, IAM is free, but it's not a good habit. Okay. And also delete the IAM groups. Okay. So will you able to do these practicals, guys? So guys, I'll be strict on the practicals. By the time you come tomorrow, all your practicals should be finished. So I'm putting, take the screenshot. I'm not able to copy here. Can take the screenshot. There is question, sir, can we set up MFA for IAM user both from root and user account, right? Can we set up MFA for IAM user both from root account? Yes, but I told you that once IAM is created, I don't want you to guys to use root account. That's the reason why I said sign out and use only IAM user. It's not good, no? You can, but yeah. Did you take the screenshot of the task? Good. So now I am be going and deleting these two people. You can give whatever access that you want to give. It's for testing purpose only, no, Varun? You can give play around with, no need to give full access. You can give any kind of access. Okay, so what we're going to do tomorrow is, guys, we have learned about users and groups. Tomorrow what we do, we'll go with the policies and roles. Okay, I'm telling you, roles, we will be just learning the roles, but roles in action we'll see in EC2 in some other service. But how to create a roles, how to create policies, we'll see in tomorrow's class. Yes, no issues. If you're using Google Authenticator for your office purpose, there will be one more account will be added to your Google Authenticator for your personal account. That's no problem. Any other questions? Good. So guys, can you give the final CC for today? Because mines are missing. Great. So that is all, guys, for today, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next continuation of these practicals. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.